Hello, hello, good afternoon, good evening, and good morning to everybody out there. How am I sounding? We
We
got
have it all covered.
I have it all covered. I have it all covered.
There you go.
So we got our new mic stands. Mic stands today. Very, very late. They didn't come until 6:30, so we only had a very short time to get them set up. I am using the Snowball today.
You sound great.
Awesome. Yeah, because I was like, you know, I just I need something different. I need to like improve my game here on
No,
YouTube.
yeah, you sound great. There's no echoing whatsoever.
That's awesome.
So yeah, look, now I'm gonna have to up my game.
Okay, so what we need to know is if you guys can hear Tommy while he talks.
I can hear him a little bit. I can't hear what he's saying, but I can hear his voice.
Okay, they can tell that you're here. They just can't hear you all that well.
Yeah.
Which is fine, but I got a new hold on, let me turn my other monitor so I can read the chat. Because I like StreamYard, but I kind of don't. So
yeah. Oh my gosh, I am way behind on my here. Let me pop out the chat.
So I feel like I'm doing a podcast, just so everybody knows. It feels really weird to have this.
I bet it does.
Really like it. I do have to keep adjusting just so that I know like what my comfort zone is and stuff like that. And I know this was Tommy's Snowball, but next week I'm going to try a different mic. And then I need you guys to let me know which one you guys like the better. So try to remember my voice this week or next week.
And you also have the pictures to share. The thumbnail.
Yes. So those are going to actually come out in a couple different videos. Because there's so many. Let me tell you, there's so many pictures that YouTube just thought were great, and so it uses a thumbnail. So
and then you're like, yeah, I don't think so.
Some of them I look like I'm singing, but yeah. So you guys will have to kind of watch for those videos. I'll be starting that this week, working on that. But let's real quick say hello to some people in our chat.
Yes.
That way we say hello and they're not forgotten and they get sad. I would not want them to be sad.
Who have we got?
We have the Bargain Effect, Tommy.
He's on the other side of the room.
We have my Aunt Kelly. Hello, Aunt Kelly. And then we have Dwayne, but I am not repeating live what he wrote in chat. You guys will have to go up and look. He's being sassy. So, hello, Eric. How are you doing?
I didn't know he put that in the chat.
Oh, yeah.
I thought he just...
He's all yours. He's all yours, honey.
I'm not saying anything.
Okay, so we have Virginia. I think that's how you say it. If I butchered it, I do apologize. I can't read half the time or speak. So
where are we looking here?
I'm at the very top.
Still at the top.
I'm still at the top. Hello, Barbara. Hello, JRKR 1964.
Did you say hi to Eric?
Yes, I did.
Where was I?
Hello again, Eric. My face is very like when I'm thinking or when I'm trying to read something, I make these really weird faces. And so I apologize if it looks like I'm just like very confused. I probably am, but I'm not.
It's the processing face.
Yeah, and let me tell you, there's some pretty funny ones. Hello, Perlini. Hello, Sharon. Let's see, who else do we have? Jedi. Hello, sir. Welcome, or ma'am. I can never remember. Bad memory. Hello, Papa Smurf. How you doing? For a minute there, I thought I tripped up on his name.
Papa Smurf?
Yeah, Papa Smurf. I was like, it just kind of flowed, and then all of a sudden I was like, wait, let me double check that. Make sure I said that right. Hello, Cliff. How you doing? Carol, how you feeling? I know Carol hasn't been feeling really well, so if you guys keep her in your prayers, that would be greatly appreciated. She's starting to get better, but we know how it is when we don't feel good and it takes forever. It seems to get better, but please keep her in your prayers. That's so awesome that she's with us tonight. Jennifer Hayes, hello, hello. And if I missed you in chat, I apologize. With this new setup, my keyboard is in front of me and the mic stand is lower because I'm short, of course. And so it'll be a little bit harder for me to type. So, but just know, welcome. Thank you. Much love. Oh, I'm going to have to do it this way. Much love.
Good above your head.
Did you see what Papa Smurf said? He said, you can call me whatever as long as it's not late for dinner. I 100% agree with that. I am telling you. I just quickly ate a McDonald's triple cheeseburger, no onion, and
no onion.
I'm allergic.
Yeah. Because I avoid McDonald's like the plague. But the only thing I've had offered to me for dinner so far tonight was Natalie's leftover tuna fish salad. She asked if I wanted the last of it, and I think Chance ate it. But yeah, that's because we live off of pot snacks and what Dwayne cooks, and when he's at home, we don't know what to do. And I was like looking in the fridge. I'm like, is any of this ingredients for meals? I don't know. And so we totally end up just eating sandwiches and crackers, and it's really pathetic.
Tommy is on the other side of the computer cracking up. I don't know if you can hear him, but he is laughing his butt off. It is so funny.
And so yes, if Dwayne's not around, we all go hungry.
Hi, Craig. How you doing? So yeah, Tommy says that says, hey, everybody, doing some work and hanging in the background. So, yep. Now I gotta wait for Tommy's comment to come up in StreamYard. I wish there was a way that you didn't have to use StreamYard to highlight people's comments, that you could do it over in YouTube if you're already going live on StreamYard. Oh, well, that's not it. Okay, he said, Dwayne, they would starve to death without you. I think is what Tommy was meaning.
Yeah, yep.
Absolutely. For days.
No, okay, seriously, one time when Dwayne was out of town, Jeremy and I survived off of nachos for like 3 days. We had nachos.
I could deal with that. Ramen, I'd starve. I would starve to death if all we had in the house was ramen and I didn't know how to cook and Tommy wasn't here. Yeah.
Well, even if I was to offer to cook for my adult children, they would shoot me down.
I take it that they don't like your cooking?
I've even lost the magic touch for Kraft macaroni and cheese. I guess I can't even cook anymore.
Oh, yeah. Practice. You got to practice.
Well, that I find it disgusting. So, no.
My favorite mac and cheese is the cheap brand of mac and cheese with the powdered cheese. I know it's probably not even real cheese, but that is my all-time favorite.
So Dwayne just makes macaroni and cheese from scratch. So that's
I do.
And I couldn't tell you the last time I had canned soup because Dwayne just makes soup.
Dwayne sounds like somebody's gonna be grounded when he gets home.
No, I fully own it.
Oh, you actually own
it. I do know the basics of cooking. I just have no love for it, and I can boil water. And
he said without burning it. Oh, he's going grounded next.
And no, I can like say, well, Dwayne does spaghetti in the pressure cooker. That's really good. But I could boil pasta and heat up sauce in the microwave. It doesn't taste as good as what he makes. But
Yeah,
Velveeta Mac.
Yeah, I can make homemade macaroni and cheese, and when I do, I've got to make a really big thing of it because they absolutely love it in this house. I just don't make it very often, but
I like it with a real
Barbara
sharp.
says,
But yeah, I like it sharp cheddar.
yeah, Barbara says that she likes Velveeta mac and cheese. I don't care for Velveeta cheese. It's a weird taste to me.
that falls into the snot cheese category for me.
Oh no, I'm really never gonna be able to look at that.
Snot cheese. It's not cheese.
Hey,
that was something that came along in high school. Have you not heard that one before?
No. I don't eat a lot of food, so
yeah, there's a lot of things. Because yeah, like 7-Eleven nachos and snot cheese.
Instapot has an alarm clock or a loud alarm.
Man, yeah, and the dog lets me know if the pressure cooker alarm is going off. But
yeah, we actually the other night. So when Jaslyn and Dwayne went live on Dwayne's channel a couple weeks ago, they had made the spaghetti that you were talking about, the creamy spaghetti. And let me tell you, I attempted to make it the other night and it was good, but it wasn't as good as when Jaslyn made it. I mean, I put love in it, but she just got this magic touch for cooking. So now, Dwayne, just remember, Jaslyn's gonna be getting a hold of you. She'll be back, or the kids will be back on Sunday night. But just know that Jaslyn's gonna be getting a hold of you. She wants to make some soup. She wants to have you do a recipe with soup with her.
He's got a ton of really easy soup. In fact, so Natalie was working at a bakery a few years. When I say a few years, it was like 5 years ago. And it ended up closing because that happens. But anyway, she took in some of Dwayne's recipes to make in the bakery because they did they had lunch time there. And so his soup recipes even made it that far because he'll get a hold of a recipe and he'll try it and then he'll tweak it and change it up. And he makes like his tomato basil soup is to die for. It is really, really good.
JC says that I hear Instapot spaghetti.
Yes,
you did.
Yeah.
And Panini says, they love their Instapot too. We do too. We're learning slowly how to use it, but usually it's because Dwayne is instructing one.
Well, it was a friend of ours who told us that we had to get an Instapot. So we were introduced to it by someone who's like, oh, it is the best thing ever. Go get one. And so now we have 2 of them. And I'm seeing that Chance and Allie got back. They must have gone decided that a bowl of tuna fish wasn't enough, so they must have gone through a drive-through somewhere.
Yeah, that's what we did. Like 20 minutes before we had to go live, we stopped at because I got my Shamrock shake. And let me tell you, I was excited when I saw that on the sign tonight. I was like, I want a Shamrock shake. All right, so exactly what do you want to eat?
Well, my adorable daughter-in-law's here giving the dog a haircut tonight. That's what we have happening here. So she and I were chatting so much and then you sent me the link. I'm like, oh crap. So that's how prepared I was.
So I was gonna go a half an hour later just so that Tommy and I could kind of enjoy our food, but then I was like, it's not our anniversary, so and I will explain that here in a moment.
There's the grand dog and my future son-in-law.
Pretty dog.
She is a sweetheart. She's a wonderful dog.
So last night, let me tell you, I so do not like Facebook, but if it wasn't for Facebook, I wouldn't have known. I thought today was Tommy and I's anniversary. No.
And she didn't even know how many years, for those of you who tuned in last night.
Yeah, I still don't know how many years, but I do know. I'm not even
What
going to do
year
the
did
math.
you meet?
Well, we met in 2012 and started
Okay.
dating February 9th of 2013.
So, yes, you just do the math. Don't
Yeah,
ask me to do it.
I don't want to do the math. So if anybody could do the math, that's awesome. And then you'll know how long me and Tommy have been together. So yeah, so I was like so excited that today was um our anniversary, and well, 2:30 this morning I took Tommy to the ER, or I made Tommy go to the ER for his leg that started to swell. I was concerned that when he slipped the other day, that he had broke his something or sprained something really bad, because it took a couple days for the swelling to kick in. And so it was his arthritis. It was just his arthritis was very, very painful.
Flaring up.
Yeah,
Not,
it was very
not
angry at
good.
him. And so, yeah, so we were there for a half hour. They felt around, make sure nothing was broke. And then he asked if he had arthritis, and Tommy's like, yeah, and told him what kind. And he was like, yep, you're just having a very angry flare up. And
No
he's
fun.
like, but I didn't do anything there. I hit the running board. So I have a 2000 Expedition, and he slipped trying to get the door open. It was frozen, and he hit just below his knee on the muscle part and towards the front, the shin area. Well, it took quite a few hours for it to kick in, and so he ended up with a muscle spasm from it. He didn't break anything, but he ended up with a muscle spasm, which traveled down to the joints in his ankle, and he made his joints very angry in his foot. So that's why, so finally it was like he hasn't had much sleep, so I made him go. Whoa, what was that? Was I talking too loud? I don't know what I did. But I heard myself. So, anyway, they gave him a shot of Toradol in the arm. We got back. He finally was able to get a few hours of sleep until our alarm clock, Mr. Pickles, decided to go off this morning at 7:30.
That's why I don't have a bird.
Well, so because the kids aren't here and Jasmine's not here, he was very confused. And so usually at around 7,
Your
7:30,
OCD bird was thrown off.
he was very, very thrown off. So, and the parakeets say hello. I don't know if you guys can hear them. And so, yeah, so I went on Facebook today, and I was like, looking for memories, looking in the memories, and there was no memories of our anniversary. And I'm like, oh, what's going on here? And so I went into About Me and realized I could turn or change our relationship status. So, I mean,
It's complicated. I think everybody should do that for the relationship status. That's universal. It's complicated.
That's what we were gonna do.
Oh, you muted yourself.
Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Okay. Is it still this, or is it?
It changed. You sound different now.
You changed your mic?
No, my mic went out.
Yeah.
Oh, how is that?
Okay, that's better.
Okay. When I moved my arm, I must have hit it. I have to figure out a setup for this. But so yeah, so I didn't know.
There's my daughter-in-law.
Hello.
You're fine. I'm living in a commune tonight. No, the kids can be around whenever they want. And it's funny, when they're younger, you're like, oh, I need a break. And then they get older and you're like, come on over anytime.
Right. So today it is official on Facebook, because nothing's official unless it's on Facebook. Tommy and I have been engaged for a couple of years, but we have no date set. Just so everybody knows, we're just gonna do a spur of the moment when we decide. There we go. So I didn't. We were gonna do the. It's complicated, but I knew that my mom was going to call me and go, "What is going on?" And I didn't want that. So I just switched it to being engaged. And then I didn't realize that it was going to
Did it
blow up my
explode?
Facebook like it did. Because I really thought that almost everybody that we knew that we were engaged, but I didn't think anything
Well,
of
a lot of
it.
people online think you're married.
That is true because we act very, very much married. And
So are you saying you act like you're stuck together already?
well, okay, so technically, if you want to be technical, Tommy and I are married, just not on paperwork.
Oh,
If you
yes.
really you want to be technical, because we were first year, about a year after we were dating, he his buddy, who is an ordained minister, we were at his buddy's bar, and we had a couple shots. We did have a designated driver, so everybody knows. But usually I was a designated driver, but not that evening. But we did end up with we did have a designated driver. But anyway, his buddy, we did a shot, and next thing you know, his buddy's marrying us at the bar. So technically, just not on paper. So yeah, it's
Dwayne, he asked if I wanted to marry him the second time that we saw each other. He was joking, and I just laughed, but it was even funnier because we ended up getting married. Yeah, there you go.
okay.
I think that's a beautiful idea.
No Elvis impersonator and no mobile chapel. I want to be married in Vegas at the Mob Museum. I want a mob wedding.
You're on the wrong side of the country, but if you make it out this way, we'll be there.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's like 7 hours away. 7-8 hours is all. Well, it depends on who's driving, I guess.
Sweet. Yeah, because I want a murder mystery reception. I know it
you're gonna have to get a lot of people there then.
I know, but
you can be pulling in strangers.
They won't know nothing about us.
Yeah.
Just telling you. Tommy says he's gonna snatch him off the strip. Hello, Marie. Hello, B. Davy. Thank you. Let's see. James, hello. I don't remember if I said hi to James. Mama to Pokemon, hello. And Mama to Pokemon said that I'll carpool with you. Sounds good to me.
Awesome.
So yeah, airfares to Vegas are cheap. Yeah, they are, Barbara. We were just looking at it for in March. And I think it was like, how much did you say? $200 for both of us round trip.
Damn.
That included I don't remember what it all included.
You will have strippers as friends in Vegas. Very touching, Dwayne. Are you hinting, Dwayne? Because I already said that we'll be there.
Oh, that is too funny. B. Davy says that they are only 2 hours from Vegas speeding.
And have we had said hi to JC?
Yes, I believe I said hi to JC. If not,
okay.
Hello, Tim. I don't know if
I haven't been to Vegas since spring of 1980.
Hey, I was born in 1980. My birth. So this is messed up because okay, so we have Tommy and I's anniversary. Then we have Valentine's Day. And then my birthday.
Well, see, we do it's Dwayne's birthday, our anniversary, and then Valentine's Day. So we do it different order there. But we never do anything much for Valentine's Day because it's cheesy. But I do request that I get a Hershey's chocolate and peanut butter heart. That is mandatory. Yes.
Is your sound up or is it my sound?
See, my sound is.
Wait, I didn't turn that on. I took my remote to turn my TV down here in front of me, and my new color changing lights just turned on, and all I did was grab the remote for the TV. Let me shut these off. They're really bright. I'm telling you, it is crazy. I used to cover Vegas for my company. Oh, that's cool. B. Davies. There we go. I'll highlight that. So I want to go to Vegas. I want to get married in or at least by the Mob Museum. And I want a mob wedding with a murder mystery reception with, let's see, what was it? A potluck dinner. So yeah, I mean, it's not very traditional at all. Not traditional at all. I want a dress that changes colors. I want one that lights up and changes colors. Just saying.
You and my daughter could go on for hours because she's always talking. Because as you have seen, my future son-in-law, and so she's always talking over wedding ideas as well. You two could get together and just go on and on and on. Your thoughts on it, your ideas on it. But
okay, I don't know what that word is, Dwayne. I have no idea how to say that word, but I just highlighted it. Tommy's over here fixing Mike's stuff. What is that word?
Forget about it.
Oh, forget. See, I never seen it spelled out, so I had no idea what that said. I'm not, like I said, I'm not good at reading. I'm telling you, just not good at reading.
Sound it out.
I tried, and it was not going to come out like that. Cliff said RGB lighting systems use a lot of the same frequencies as TV remotes.
We don't have our thumbs down yet.
I didn't know that.
I'm worried. No thumbs down yet.
Oh, that's coming. Don't worry. Oh, yes. Okay.
We have a favorite hater.
What's that?
I said we have a favorite hater.
We do.
And we came up with a couple different people, right?
Well, I'm not sure who it is, but that's okay because I want this person that always gives me a thumbs down to know I still love you.
You're still sending love their way.
Yes, you're still showing love, and that's great. Now I got two. I think Dwayne was one of those.
Yes.
I don't know who the other one was, but so yeah, those are so funny. So real quick, disclaimer, we are not counselors, we are not doctors, we are not professionals in any way. What we share, what we do is for you guys, to share with you guys what we struggle with, what we go through, what we have brain farts about. And so, but we are in no way, shape, or form professionals. We are just people who deal with mental health on a daily basis. So switch to a down just for your grin. Papa Smurf. Oh, that's great.
It's basically an online was it bitchin' knit?
Wait, now I turned it down too much and now I can't hear nothing. I can't win.
I said that we're an online bitchin' knit.
we're group therapy without the therapist. Hello, Charisse Henderson. Did I say that right? If I didn't, I apologize. But welcome. So yeah, I mean, it is what it is, and we're not for everybody. I wasn't fiddling with it, Dwayne. I just heard echoing and I thought it was me. So I turned my volume down and then I turned it down way too much. So, B. Davies said, my professional doesn't do much for me. Gave me a new med today to try. Yeah, and that's what they do, you know. And so
that's all I get out of mine. $100, a new prescription. That's it.
Yeah, Tommy says they treat the symptoms and not the problem.
Yeah.
And there's nothing, I'm not criticizing anybody, that is a professional. That's their job. But a lot of them don't know what it actually feels like to have, that struggle daily.
Yeah, on paper they know, and they've heard stories. They don't really know.
Yeah, they don't know the feelings.
It, or you've lived someone who has issues, and you have a front row seat to it. You don't really get it. Suzanne is here.
Hello, Susanna, right? Is that how it is? Susanna.
Oh, fancy.
Yeah, that's how she was correcting somebody on it the other day. I don't know if she was messing with it, but I was trying to remember it. And I don't know if I did or not. And Cherise. So was I close at least?
What did you say the first time?
I'm not sure. No. See, this is my mental health kicking in. My brain sometimes, like, I will say something and then I will forget it 2 seconds later. Just saying. Hello, Republic of Streams. How are you doing? Welcome. I'm actually glad that you stopped in because you were on or in my chat. Oh, kind of close. I was kind of close, but I will try to remember how to say it. Let's see. Charisse, isn't that how they said it in something like Silence of the Lambs? That's probably not a very good reference, but I remember.
So you got to hear what it didn't happen to me, but something that I had a front row seat to today that I got to share.
All right. Real quick, just I needed to let Republic of Streams know I couldn't find you in my chat the other day, so I'm glad you came in. So now that I can show some love to your channel. There we go.
Good.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Okay. So a friend came over and she had her dog with her, and I was like, her dog was not in good shape. And it was like 15 years old, Anyway, I said, if you put her down, there is no judgment from me. I think your dog has lost its quality of life. And she was, upset and frustrated. And she's like, okay, I'll call the vet and take her there. And she lives like 45 minutes away. The dog died on the way.
Oh no.
It's horrible, but at the same time, it's like, oh my gosh. So I guess we just, it was just apparent that it was time for the dog to go.
Oh wow. I don't know how I would handle that.
And so oh yeah. So but yeah, the damn dog just died.
Wow.
Yeah. So
like like Dwayne said, who saves that decision?
I'm thinking it's a typo that he did there,
Oh,
but yeah. Anyway, she so, but like I said, I was looking at the dog saying its quality of life is gone. So it's I don't feel bad that the dog's gone for the dog, but my friend's husband is gonna have a hard time with that. I think my friend is just relieved, really.
right. Yeah, and
Exactly right, Susanna. That's exactly it.
yeah, and just another thing too, if if we laugh and it seems like it's inappropriate, that's just how we deal with things. It's not being rude or mean or anything like that. It's just we handle it a little differently than a lot of people, and our mental health kind of plays a part in that too. So
And what B. Davies said, losing pets is so hard. And then what's the dumbest thing that we do? We go get more pets. I have 3 urns just a couple feet away from me from dogs because I just go get another one, and then it dies. I'm like, I can't. Nope, I'm done. And then Dwayne sees that it's apparent that I can't live without having a dog to complain about. And so we go adopt another dysfunctional animal.
but look at it this way, and this is how I look at it. So we've had animals pass. We've had quite a few of them actually that have passed. But I look at it this way: I may complain and I may bitch about how certain things that they do,
But
but
when they
in the
go,
end, they showed us love and we are showing them love, and that's what's important. And it is what it is, it's that's how the circle goes. And I mean, look at Mr. Pickles, for example. When he passes away, it is going to be really, really hard for me, and I've only had him for a short time, but he's my baby, and I would never want another Quaker parrot if he were to pass. But Tommy knows me too well that, if a bird or any type of animal actually, needs love and needs attention and needs that to know what love feels like, he's going to get the animal, you know? And so, I mean, we lost Shiloh a few months ago, which is our Akana duck. And Shiloh and Brock actually raised a kitten. He is now a cat. He's like a year and a half, almost 2 years, I think now. And I've talked about him before. But I actually got a really good look at him today. And it's been cold. It's been was negative 35 in the middle of the night and early this morning.
It's not even a temperature.
Yeah, it was crazy cold here. And this cat and our Brock, which is our other Akana duck, they were in the duck house together, nice and warm, keeping each other warm. This is her baby. And I actually got to get a good look at him today, and he's massive. He is a huge cat. And granted, we feed our ducks, we have always fed them leftovers. They get corn, and all the other nutritional stuff that they get, but they also get our leftovers. And this cat has grown up on leftovers, and he's humongous. And after Shiloh died, if it wasn't for this cat, we would have lost Brock.
Yeah, we've been too depressed. Yeah.
Yeah, she was. We kept her in for the first week, I think it was, after he passed, and she didn't. It got to the point where at first she wanted to come in, and then she didn't want to come in. Because we would let her out at night or during the day, and then at night we would bring her in. Well, it got to the point towards the first week, end of the week, that that she didn't want to come in, and it was because of that cat. That
Yeah.
cat her grieved. Jaslyn calls it midnight. I mean, he's very, very, very shiny black. That is his colors, and I did not see any other color on him, so he's a pure black cat.
We've got
And so
black cats.
yeah, and so hey JC, and so
Hi, all.
he helped Brock get through that really hard time of losing Shiloh because they were inseparable. We had them for 7 years, I think it was. And I know that if it wasn't for that kitty, that we wouldn't have we wouldn't have Brock. And I know there was a point to this, and I just can't remember what the point was.
Did you see what Dwayne posted? It's true. Read what he posted.
Which one?
Dwayne's one.
Oh, hello, Trent. How are you doing? Is it? Oops. Oh, I find ashes in storage units all the time.
We have someone in our garage
Oh, wow.
because we couldn't. Dwayne usually turns them back into the office, but this place didn't have an office, so we've got the guy's ashes.
Yeah. I don't know about that.
Savannah says, it's like people's ashes. Please don't leave me in the closet or on a damn mantle. Throw me in a damn firework. I told Tommy this is what I want, and then I want you two to tell me what you guys' thing is. I told Tommy, okay, so you know those flurry guys, the ones that have the little fan at the bottom, and they're all going like this.
Yeah.
Okay, so Tommy has to take a little bit of my ashes and put me in one of those things because I want. They look so fun, so that's what I want, and it's got to be green. And so, yeah, and then he's got to sprinkle some of me all over. There's a cliff in Ireland that I want him to take some of my Irish, and sprinkle it all over. Some of my ashes and sprinkle them all over there. And then what I want, the rest of it, my ashes, to be made into like a necklace pendant or a bracelet or a ring, whatever my kids
Those are
want.
cool. Yeah.
And then whatever Tommy wants, and then that's what I want. So what do you want, Heather?
I definitely want to be cremated because I don't want to take up too much damn space just because I'm dead. It's so expensive. I'm way too cheap. So plus I don't want people looking at my dead body. You know, I had told Claire back 35 years ago. I had told my grandma that I would do her hair and makeup after she died because she was in her 60s, and so I thought she was ancient. And then she died it's going to be 10 years ago this coming fall. She died in her 90s. So,
Wow.
anyway, so we did her hair and makeup just like I had promised her. But they got her smile wrong because my grandma had a very subtle smile, and so it looked weird. But the funniest part was that my sister, she had brought grandma's makeup to the funeral home. She forgot her blush, and we couldn't send grandma into the hereafter without her blush. You know, old ladies and their rouge. So during the viewing, one sister slips me the blush. The other sister slips me a tissue, and I go sneaking up, and one of my aunts is like, "What is she doing?" And they're like, "Grandma just didn't have any blush on." But I was right there with my grandma when she passed, and so it wasn't creepy for me. But other than that, I won't even get near a dead body. I did go see my friend before they cremated him. I don't regret doing it, but at the same time, I don't recommend it because they don't put makeup on them. So that was, I don't know, the whole cycle of life.
Wow.
But yeah, so I'm like, cremate me. Well, no, first take what you can use organ wise and toast the rest. And what happens with my ashes, I don't know. My dad is on my brother's bookcase because us 4 children have yet to come to an agreement as to what we should do. And he's been dead for 6 years.
Oh no.
So, yeah, probably I should come up with something so my kids don't have to come up with anything. I don't know. They can put me on the mantle. I don't
Up to you.
One of the funniest stories, though, is my dad's ashes was in this. It's in a velvet bag. It's not a fancier. And it was on my brother's couch. And my daughter and her boyfriend at the time went over to see my brother, and they're sitting on the couch. And Natalie looks up and she's like, "Oh, that's my grandpa." And she's at her boyfriend inched away.
That is too funny. Too funny. See, we talk about the strangest things, y'all. I'm telling you. All right, JC.
We're donating our bodies. Right, it's already been set up, done. We're donating them.
Oh, for reals, all set up.
Yep. So nobody has to worry about anything. None of the kids have to worry about anything.
Oh, I thought they gave their bodies back, your body back to your loved ones, and once they
if they want them, you can write it in however you want.
Oh, do we not have to tell you a story of something that he has witnessed through his work? Oh my gosh, I can't. It's his story, so I have to tell it. But it's about people donating their heads, or I guess their whole bodies, but using their heads for science.
Using their heads for science. Nobody will want this one.
That's what I was thinking. Nobody's gonna want my
It goes to some odd places. The poor soul that does get it, if they do have it.
And the more people I meet, the more people that are dying. Dwayne has both parents, and he's 50. How many people have that, in their 50s? But today, to update you on my mother, so today's her 82nd birthday, and they started her on hospice. She's not actively dying yet, but my sister and I called her, and she thanked us every 2 minutes for calling her. We talked with her husband. They had us on speaker. She told us that she loves us, but I don't know if she knows what that means. I think she forgot that we're her daughters. And we got her to talk about her cat. She will talk about her cat.
That's cool.
That's where, yeah. Because how is going on. So that's an update.
My Aunt Kelly says, so are we talking about food tonight? Well, at the beginning we were, not no more.
Food to death? I started it sharing the story of my friend's dog.
And if anyone wants speaking back on the food thing, the how to do that Instapot spaghetti, it's super easy and super good. I just caught the very tail end of it, so I didn't know if you guys, I don't know if I heard you say you figured it out or you didn't get it right or.
Okay, so I made it and it was good, but it was not my daughter's.
Oh, okay.
So
gotcha.
My daughter turned out way better, I think. So maybe because I didn't have to cook it, I don't know. But no, I like Jasmine's better than mine. So, but it was still good. It was just I liked.
Does she do everything, and did she do it all in the same pot with the
same time? Put it together.
Yeah, that's the way I do it. That's the way I do it too. Yeah.
And then he puts fancy cheese in at the end.
Yeah. Yep.
Yep. I didn't use the fancy cheese. I used cream cheese instead.
It's because you didn't use fancy cheese.
Yeah, you got to use the fancy cheese. You can't use the one that you just get at the corner store. It has to be from the fancy store.
I was using what we had in the house. So am I reading this correctly? But Dwayne says that he has somebody on top of his fridge, or
Yeah,
his
the
beer
dead guy we
fridge
got.
in the
Yeah.
garage because he wasn't okay. I wanted to make sure I was reading that correctly. And you need to get to the mountains quick, Dwayne, so you can.
You know, he had a good passing over. He didn't follow his ashes here. So, yeah, the guy's not worried about it.
Yeah, I'm not. I just, the one main thing that Tommy has to do is put me through one of those wiggly things. I don't know what they're called. I
A
just,
wiggly thing.
yeah,
A
the
wiggly thing.
thing.
Is that a technical term?
Does that in front of the car lots and front places.
The
He does this.
Green
Okay,
Man.
he does this.
Gotcha.
And that's what I want. I want some of my ashes to go through that. I'm telling you, it is a strange request. Tommy looks at me funny every time I talk about it to remind him, but it's what I want. I can't help it.
Yeah. But Dwayne said I'm better than the relatives that left his ass in a storage unit. But yeah,
That's true.
Carolini saying that her mom's 79 still works every day. So I have this story. So the town we used to live in, that we were there forever. There is a lady who works in the floral department of the grocery store. I don't know if she's still doing this, but at 94 years old, that lady was still buzzing around. Serious, that's how old she was. Still buzzing around. Her body, you know, some people's bodies don't know they get old unlike the rest of us. Yeah, they're like in their 90s and still functioning. I'm not living that long. I have no plans on living that long.
Yeah, I don't know when my time is done. Obviously, I'll have everything that I needed to do done. So far, 3 times I haven't finished whatever it was I was supposed to do. So I might live forever at this point.
You know, just hope for the next one to be better. That's what I plan on. I'm going to be so much more impressive in my next life than I was in this one.
I'm gonna when that checklist that what do you want in your next life. I'm gonna make sure I check no mental health issues. That's what I'm checking in my next sheet.
Is that an option?
I don't know. I might have left that blank in. Well,
yeah,
here's the result.
I don't remember seeing that.
Yeah. Oh my goodness! Look what Susanna. Did I do it right, Susanna?
Susanna.
Yeah, that is very interesting.
Whatever keeps them entertained. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't want to laugh, but that.
Yeah, we're trying not to laugh here. I'm not really sure what to say.
I've done it. I mean,
I have accidentally put it in my purse and gone to the store, but not intentionally brought it with me. At least I don't think so. Not that I can remember. Hello, Sim, thy godfather. Hello.
yeah, B Davy. I had a bag phone. I remember having that in I think it was my parents' truck. That I used to think I was just the coolest kid around, walking around the mall with my briefcase, with the phone in it, talking to nobody, acting like I was talking to somebody.
A brick. I don't know. My mom had a cell phone in the car when I was a teenager, and it was tinier, and it was in a little bag, and we were only allowed to use it in case of and if there was an emergency. Yeah. Otherwise, she just made sure she had it in case there was one. I'm like, okay, all right, but I honestly, if I look, I don't even know where it went. Honestly, I have no idea where it went after that. How is everyone? I'm doing pretty good. Survived my migraine week, and tomorrow is going to be a really good day. So now that I remember, tomorrow is my anniversary and not today.
Yeah. So did we talk over having? Did we? last night you said we'd talk today over what we were talking about tonight. We never did, and we're an hour in.
Yeah, I don't remember what it was. I made sure. Oh, so I made sure to have like Tommy's timeline done for him for his channel.
You
And
guys
then
show the pictures? Are you going to show the thumbnail pictures?
no, I'm going to turn that into videos.
Okay, and put it on.
And then so watch for those. I'm trying to think of what else. Not even sure, to be honest.
I hear an echo.
Yeah, I'm not
Echo.
sure. See, and I don't know if it's me or not.
Is it me?
I don't know.
I think the JC's hearing things.
I heard it, but I thought it was just
Am
me.
I? Am I? Am I? Am I? Am I?
I'm not hearing an echo.
Susanna says my sister brought my mother to the mall and lost her for an hour. And when she found her, my mother yelled because the phone didn't work. Oh no! Oh no! Oh, I can't even like. I can't even come up with the right words for that. Oh, that's so horrible, but funny. And oh, she says, "Oh, I have so many stories of my mother." Yeah, wait until my mom passes. I'll have some stories for y'all too. But while she's still alive, not yet.
You know, when my grandma got old,
I love my mom.
we would take her to Dillard's in her wheelchair, but she wouldn't stay in her wheelchair. And my grandma was 5 feet tall. And so then we'd lose her in between the racks. And if we let her out of our sight, she'd be spending hundreds of dollars. When she died and we went through her closet, she had so much clothing with the tag still on, all brand name.
Oh wow.
Yes.
Susanna says, "Oh, I have so many stories of my mother. So funny. My mother is still alive. LOL. I hope she's not watching." I would feel so horrible. With my mom, she doesn't she stays in her house all the time. I love you, Mom. If you're watching, I love you. But she does. She's more comfortable in her home than she is going out and about. The only time she goes out is doctor's appointment or grocery shopping.
Sounds like me.
And so, but she's got a nice house. She lives in a nice house.
Yeah, Dwayne does grocery shopping.
Yeah, she lives in a nice house, and if I lived in that house too, I probably wouldn't want to go nowhere.
You show these pictures of her house at Christmas time. Yeah, she doesn't have any to go anywhere.
Inside. He's got.
Does she have land around her house?
Yeah, they have land. They have a lot of land.
Either, yeah, heck yeah. You leave there, you have to be your own people.
Perlini says, "I wish I had stories about my mom, but my mom was."
Oh.
Oh, ouch! Yeah.
Yeah, it's too bad.
Hachi, old lady. Wow.
My stepfather says that my mom is starting to get argumentative, which is not how my mother was. He told us about how the other night, I guess she was sitting on top of the bed, probably like watching TV, I guess. And she said she was ready for bed. And he said, well, you need to get up and climb under the covers. And she wanted to argue with him about that. And he's like, no, you have to get up so I can pull back. And I'm like, it just seems so weird because that is so not who my mother was.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, it's just so weird.
And it's not a bad thing that she, goes to her doctors, goes grocery shopping, comes home, stays home. I mean, that's just who she is now. And I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that she was diagnosed at the age of 41 with rheumatoid arthritis. And so she was very active, very independent up until that point. And then that happened. And then it just, she couldn't do the stuff that she used to be able to do.
Susanna keeps crying. And no, I get it. I used to do a whole lot more out of the house, and then the kids grew up and they don't have to go out so much anymore. So I don't. Making decisions or pets. Yeah. Making decisions. That's a good one. Oh man, that really should be a show, is making decisions. You know, something.
We will definitely have to outline that show because we have so many squirrel moments. I'm telling you.
But that was something that I really did try to do with my kids, was I guess my generation still wasn't allowed to make decisions. And I think that I'm the last of that. But I wanted my kids to be able to make decisions by the time they were 16. And I was there just to talk over things with them. I wasn't managing their lives anymore. And, well, you know, everything's different with my youngest. He's on the spectrum. But for the other two, I was like, it's you guys start managing your lives. I'm here to let you know when you screw up. But we had good enough relationship that we still knew what was going on in our kids' lives. And because my oldest left at 18, and had he not practiced making decisions before then, it would have been horrifying for him. And so learning how to make decisions is very, very important, very big. And people who deprive their children of that are doing a great disservice.
Agreed.
Because ultimately your kids need to do that. And
Yeah.
I told my youngest son, I'm like, I didn't have you so I could keep you at home the rest of my life. That was never the plan.
You know, for the longest, so growing up, my mom, until I was 12 years old, did everything for me and my brothers. She washed our clothes. She put our clothes away. She cleaned our room. Granted, we still had to clean our rooms, but she would do the like deep cleaning. My mom's OCD.
Oh yeah, every mom does that, because you could go in there with the garbage bag, you know, leave till you have 10 rooms full. Yeah.
And so, but otherwise, I mean, she'd like pick our clothes, you know, walk us to and from school. Up until, well, I went to high school. Then she couldn't do that no more, because then the elementary and middle school were this way and high school was just around the corner this way. So, but my mom did a lot of stuff for us. And then at the age of 12, my mom got a job. And I was thrown into it, and I had no clue what to do. Like, yeah, I could warm up whatever my mom had made for dinner, but I had no clue what I was doing. So I had to learn very quickly. Washed clothes. I turned my dad's shirts and underwear and socks pink a couple times till I learned how to do laundry correctly. So, yeah, I mean, so when my kids were little, I thought, okay, well, until they're 12, I'll have to do everything for them. Tommy's like, they're old enough to do their own chores. You don't need to do everything for them. And that was at the age of like 6 or 7. I would make them help me with like cleaning their room and stuff like that. But otherwise, I really like wash their clothes, fold them, put them away, you know, all this stuff. And Tommy's like, they're old enough to be able to at least put their clothes away, pick up their bedroom on their own, you know, do little things. Now one's going to be 15 next month. The other one is just turned 13. And let me tell you, they have their chores. Their chores are written out. And that's what they do every day. And mama ain't doing them for them. They have to learn responsibility.
You know, I've always taken care of the scrubbing. No one touches my laundry. So I let Chance use the washer and dryer. And then I've always washed the dishes. Or, well, Dwayne will do it too. But when the kids were low, because I wanted to eat off a clean plate.
Right.
But I know that my older two kids know how to do chores. You go to my son's house and it's spotless, and his wife, who's there in the other room, says that Ian's the one who does it. And I'm like, oh, he was listening. So, when your kids do go out into the world and you do see that they did learn things you taught them, it's like,
Yeah.
wow, I didn't think that was ever going to sink in.
And that's the thing here too. I mean, I'm like, we have all the chores written out. Now, the girl down the street from us, well, she doesn't have chores. Okay.
Kids have to have chores. They need that.
Yeah. So, because our children have chores that takes them like a half hour, 45 minutes max to do all their chores.
If they will do them in a timely manner.
Yeah, usually it's an all day project. But unless they get computer time or they get to do something fun, if they get their chores done, as fast as they can, and do them right. But our kids are going to be able to take care of themselves and not depend on anybody else because they know how to take care of themselves. They know that this has to be done, that has to be done, and it's
that's what you want for them.
yeah, and to have another child tell your children that they should, at their age, should not be doing chores, that it's their mother's job to do it.
You're like, someone needs to slap that girl.
No, not slap, just show her that that's not appropriate. You don't do that, and it drives me nuts. It really does. And it's I had a lot of issues with that. A lot of issues.
It's really, really, that is weird.
Mhm.
And, my younger two, they would be like, Ian gets to do whatever he wants. Because, Ian's a little bit older than them.
Right.
And I'm like, Ian gets up and does his chores because he knows if he does that, the rest of his time is his own. And
Right.
so he caught on to that. He was the one who caught on to that. The youngest is like, oh, I'm just going to do this and see ya, and go off hang with the neighbor kids. But
Yes, he and 13 and almost 15, he's 14. They haven't caught on to that.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for the other two. Although Jeremy did ask me if I'd show him how to use the washing machine. But
and they do their chores.
Really,
But
says
it's
my house, although was spotless growing up, my kids did not grow up in a spotless house.
I did. I grew up.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
My mom worked 2 jobs, so that was all on us to keep it clean. And and then I could never get my kids to be very cooperative. Our house wasn't spotless. But I don't know. There were I wanted them to learn chores, but I felt there were other things more important than that,
Yeah. Perlene says that's only teaching her that women are just here to serve. That's not the case. No, actually, it's everybody else doing everything for her.
For her.
Yeah, it's more of a people need to wait on her hand and foot.
Yeah. Okay, something that I have somewhere in this room is probably in my cedar chest. I didn't know I had it for 35 years or something like that. Let's see. Probably anyway. It's a handwritten contract from my mother with my signature at the bottom, agreeing to I got a kitten for my 16th birthday. And there's this contract saying everything that I would do for this cat. And but then when I got pregnant a few years later with my oldest son, and one of my sisters is like, she's not even responsible for her cat.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. So my mom had a cat. My dad, the dad that raised me growing up. I was blessed with more than one father in my life. And so the one that helped raise me, he did not like cats at all. Did not like cats. My mom had cats.
Says he doesn't like cats, but we have cats.
Yeah. but he liked dogs. So we had dogs and cats growing up. Okay. Thank the heavens I didn't have to clean up after the dog in the yard. That was my brother's job.
Oh, yeah,
Mine was the cat in the
Jeremy.
house.
Yeah, that's Jeremy.
Mine was the cat in the house. And let me tell you, that cat was, the litter was clean, food, fed, watered, all that stuff. And so here we have the ducks, we have the duck, we have the cat in the house, we have the birds, we have the outdoor cat that really we don't have to take care of. We just make sure there's enough food out there so that it can eat along with Brock. And so one of the chores that the kids have, so Joey is responsible for Brock. Jaslyn is responsible for Gabby, her litter, her food and water. Joey, making sure there's food, water, her area is picked up. And then Jaslyn wants a bird for her own. So we told her, okay, you want a bird, but first you have to prove that you want that bird. And that means you need to make sure that the other birds' cages are taken care of and they have food and water every day. Because when I was doing it, their cages were scrubbed every day. They were clean. They were very clean. Their area was clean. I swept and mopped around their bird cage. She doesn't do that. And it's like, it drives me nuts. So I end up doing it. And then I'm like, can't do it. I can't do it. She needs to learn. So she is not going to get a bird as long as she lives in this house until she learns to get and take care of these ones properly. I got to go up behind her and make sure everything's taken care of. And I know it sounds horrible, but we're trying to teach them that it's not like a plant, you have to take care of them a certain way. And that's with all the animals. So, let's see. Oops. Somehow I ended up on private chat, not comments. Let's see. Yes, Perlini, that's exactly the word I was looking for, but I wasn't sure which word it was. So
it wouldn't. That's my friend in the below. I told her,
yep.
Because I always tell her, I'll come organize, and she's like, you throw things away. I'm like, yep. What was it? When my oldest son, he was probably in older elementary, and he said he was the least spoiled out of all of his friends. I'm like, you are bringing tears to my eyes for saying that. You're welcome.
And that's the thing with Joey and Jazz too. They're not spoiled. They get what they need, not what they want. They have to earn the things that they want. The things that they need, they know that they will get. But if they want something, then the wants, they have to work for it. They have to figure out how to get money for it, be it do something extra. And we make them earn it. And so
Wayne's parents are really good about that kind of thing.
Yeah. John, congrats on your Facebook engagement. Ha 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 ha. Right? No, it's it is what it is. I've learned. Ooh, I just hit this. I've learned through the years, for me personally, I was really upset when I was younger when my mom went back to work, and I was just kind of thrown in it because I didn't really know what I was doing. I really didn't. But then I figured it out and got good and didn't hurt myself like I did the first few times, like went warming up dinner. I mean, now as an adult, it's different. I hurt myself every time I turn around, but kids do need responsibility. Kids do need to learn that, if you don't know how to do this, nobody else is going to do it for you. So you need to learn how to do it.
Yeah.
And Tommy has helped me through that. He really has. Because let me tell you, 8, 9 years old, I still wanted to make their plates when we went to buffets. And he's like, nope, they're old enough to do it themselves. Let them do it. You got to let go. You got to let go.
If you have 3 kids, then they have to start doing more for themselves. Because if you have 2, you can still do more for them. And I'm the 4th child. And so, yeah, so like from 3 on down, it's survival. You got to do stuff for yourself.
Yeah, I'm one of, let's see, one of 6. I'm the oldest. Let me make sure I got this right. Me. Yeah, I'm one of 6, but only 3 of us grew up together. I only grew up with 2 of my brothers. One of my brothers and sister grew up together, and then our youngest sister, she knew about the other sister and brother, but she didn't know about me and my brother. I know that was very confusing, and I wasn't trying to make that confusing, but I know it was very confusing. So I apologize, but looking back, I always was like, I wish I had a sister. I wish I had a sister. I don't want brothers. I don't want brothers. Let me tell you. When I turned 18, almost 19, I found out I had 2 sisters and another brother. And ever since then, I feel I was very blessed to have my siblings because we lean on each other as much as we possibly can. And the thing is I've never met my baby sister in person. I've talked to her on the phone. Yep, I've talked to her on the phone. I've talked to her on Facebook, group chats, but I have never personally ever met her face to face. And her and I look the most alike.
Is she in Florida?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, my oldest sister, I don't know what I would do without her. And something that I didn't even realize until Dwayne pointed it out. I was like 40 at this point, okay? And he said, you'll do anything your sister tells you to do. You don't even think about it. And I'm like, I do? And then I went to her, I'm like, do I just do anything you tell me to do without thinking about it? And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, oh my gosh. She said, have I ever steered you wrong? I'm like, no. She told me to go back to high school. So I did, things like that. That she, but that is how much, because she was definitely my second mother. But that is like just how much I guess I just rely on her. And, I listen to her better than her daughters do.
That's because you're older. You know that you need that direction. They're young. They think that they don't need direction, but one day they'll listen. At least that's what I keep telling myself about my daughter. One day she'll listen to me.
Well, when I talk about having nieces, one is 12 years younger, and the other one is 15 years younger than me. So they are adults with families of their own. And so if I talk about nieces and nephews as kids, that's their children. So yeah, no, Jeremy, my youngest, who is going to be 21 this year, he's the youngest. Because like I said, with me being the youngest, then.
Dwayne just called you out. He said, no, she follows Pat blindly.
I do. I really do. And like I said, I've been doing it my whole life because she took care of me when I was young. And so, like I said, I don't even think about it at first.
Yeah. So I
didn't have any brothers or sisters.
Not even like half or step?
I did have a half brother and a half sister, but
was that from your dad?
Never, my stepdad, and but I never really had anything to do with my stepsister, my stepbrother. We were off and on for most of my teenage life, and then after that, it was kind of,
I guess technically, my dad's second wife had children I never met, and my mom's husband has children that I met once.
He was one of them was kind of an enabler of the abuse. The other was a whole different side of
Crazy.
yeah. Yeah. So
Hmm.
and then like I said, my dad never had any more children. Mom couldn't have any more children.
From your stories, it sounds like that was a good thing, though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely.
Yeah, so my baby sister, there's 6 of us, or well, there's 5 of us on my biological father's side that we know of.
But the rest haven't found you through 23andMe yet?
I'm scared to do that because I'm afraid I'm going to have like 30,000 different brothers and sisters. And then I'm
surprised I haven't had any siblings from my dad show up. Yeah, we'll see.
Right? But, it's so I have 2 kids and I wasn't able to have any more. Let's see, my brothers, 4, 5. I think there's like 9 or 10 grandkids.
Is there
Total.
too much background noise?
I didn't hear it until just then.
No, I didn't hear anything. Yeah, either until just then. Oh, I heard the laughing. But you have like this. It's really weird. I heard that laugh, and then you moved, and like it looked like there was like a little ghost sitting next to your shoulder.
Same thing. Yeah.
Yeah, my buddy right here.
You. And
there's a noise filter on this app that I'm using, so it seems to be doing a really good job of filtering out background noise. So because the TV is like really loud, so that's why I was kind of curious.
I didn't hear nothing.
They're watching a movie. All the girls are watching a movie. So.
Oh, nice.
Man in your house?
Is it warm in my house? What?
Well, those 2 things do go together. I asked if you're the only man at your house. Did you hear that?
Yes, I am.
Okay, and then because it's yeah. Dwayne would die if he was home right now. It's probably 75, 76 degrees in the house. And,
no. Yeah,
it's 72.
It's 72 in here. They've got blankets all over them.
And I can have the house at 75 and be fine because I'm always cold. I have my space heater, which some people who were here last night saw that. I was facing the other way. I got wild and crazy and moved my laptop from this side of the desk to that side.
Yeah.
And Dwayne, oh hell no.
Yeah.
I can go check the thermostat and tell you, dear, what it is.
Yeah, 72 or yeah.
I don't know what it
or less.
And oh no, I would die. I would freeze to death.
I think I'm just gonna hide behind my mic. Dwayne does not look happy. Oh hell no.
And the whole stupid thing of people like, well, put on a winter coat when you're in the house. And it's like, A, that's retarded. And B, I would still be cold. Because it does not matter how many layers I have on. If my surroundings are cold, I am cold. I am a fat old lady with poor circulation. I need warmth.
Anything gets cold.
This has been an issue between me and Dwayne and myself.
Oh, that's different.
Hey, that's cool.
That's cool. I dropped the job form link down in chat for anybody who would like to fill that out with show ideas, guest, or you just have suggestions. And Dwayne, don't be sassy.
No, he's telling the truth.
No, I'm talking about the jot form.
Oh, okay. No, he's always. All the men in my house run around in just like their sweatpants or shorts. Yeah.
And then again, I do have a whole new description down below. I worked on that, got that situated, so I'm happy with that. The link for oh, hold on, let me make sure. The Project 2025 American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, that link is down in the description. The Mental Health Safe Place on Facebook, the link is down there as well. There is the 21 quotes link, and my email is down in the description as well. If you need, to talk, I'm here, and all of us here on the panel, I'm sure, are more than willing to help anybody that needs to talk or relax or whatever it is you need. We're here. Thank you, JC. He's dropping the links too in the chat for me.
You're very welcome.
Hey, Pat D's, aka Charlie.
Where's Pat D's? I didn't see him come in. Oh, there he is.
New fireplace.
Yeah,
Yes. Isn't it beautiful?
And she doesn't even have to clean it.
I don't. And it's lit all the time. Just saying. So yeah, I mean, if there's anything, like I said, you would like to suggest, please make sure you head over to the jot form and let us know. That way we can work on it. I know it is closing in on an hour and a half that we've been live.
We have been talking about nothing.
But you know what? It's okay, because it's going to reach somebody who want to hear it, or just like chill, hang out, and not have to worry about a single thing. Oh, real quick, if you guys have not seen the movie The Greatest Show, right?
We talked about this.
Hold on.
I am allergic to musicals. I cannot handle. No one in real life breaks out into song and dance in the middle of a scene.
And I understand that, but just hear me out, okay? Yes, it is a musical, but if you ever get the chance, I watched it at 3:00 this morning. The Greatest Showman was flipping phenomenal. It is actually based, from what I was reading, it was actually based, not the singing part of it, on how this show became a show. And so I loved it. I thought it was phenomenal, and it gave people, back in that time, it gave people a place to belong and to become a family.
Oh yeah, I've watched documentaries. Yeah. Places I always say that word wrong.
It's a musical documentary.
The freak shows gave people who were abnormal, atypical, somewhere to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I loved it. So if you're into musicals, if you like that kind of thing, check it out. If you have not seen it, The Greatest Showman, it was, I loved it. Loved it.
I will say, if you are into musicals, it is a good musical. If you are not into musicals,
you might like it too.
I'm not a musical person. I did sit through it. Barely, but I did sit through it, and I mean, it was okay. I will say, it was okay. I'm not a musical person, but I made it through it. Surprisingly.
Moulin Rouge, Phantom of the Opera, High School Musical 1 through 12. I had a friend who likes musicals, and
Just
so
don't go to the G word one.
which
Grease. No.
oh no, okay, yeah,
No.
no. You know what was the worst for me, and I will tell you why. Mamma Mia. Now
Oh, I watched that. That was not fun.
now so crap. The singing people. Who was that? Oh my gosh. They're Swedish.
Willy Wonka.
No.
Oh, ABBA.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yep.
No.
My mother approved of us listening to ABBA, and when I was really little. So for me, ABBA is related to very innocent young child like memories. And then I watched this horrible movie, and then what? She got 3 fathers, so that's seriously, morally speaking, it's a little questionable.
Well,
And
she didn't know who the father
who
was.
the fathers of my children are. It wasn't that difficult to keep track.
Right?
And
Well, maybe she was okay. So, in her defense, maybe, just maybe, she was intoxicated too much to remember. Just saying. Not that that was a bird. If it flew this way, it was a bird. Birds are flying around.
Oh yeah, so that is my reason. And plus, why go and ruin ABBA songs by doing a cover of them? Although, okay, if you are an ABBA fan, do watch Muriel's Wedding. It came out like 30 years ago. Toni Collette before she went to Hollywood, and another actress before she went to Hollywood. Anyway, Dwayne thinks the movie's stupid. I love it. They do not sing ABBA, but there is ABBA music in the soundtrack of the movie. So, Muriel's Wedding.
I ain't gonna lie. That was funny. So hold on. Before we go any further.
Oh yeah, I break out in song too, but I don't dance.
Great point, Mama to Pokemon. She says, my husband breaks out into song all the time, but mostly just around me.
And he loves, it's mostly Christmas songs, and he knows that I hate Christmas music, so he does not do that when he's around me because I would get violent, and I adore Phil.
I mean, I say that I do break out into like singing, but usually it's with my own lyrics of songs, kind of like the Weird Al Yankovic type thing.
Those are called parodies, and that's what Tommy does.
Yeah,
but he can never remember when he does it. He never remembers what he said because it's like, oh, that was perfect, and then he's like, I don't remember what it was, and I'm like,
same way, yeah.
Yeah, no, if you say something that a song comes to my mind, I might start singing. I just do it to my children and torture them because I don't sing. But and then I quote movies and old TV shows, and if you're not prepared for old movie and TV quotes in a conversation with me, you're just gonna be lost.
Trent said, I move pretty fast. I thought you can't touch this at Trent. Oh Lord. All right. So you guys, either one of you have anything going on this week you want to share? Because I think we're gonna wind it down.
I just realized all I've eaten today is a cup of coffee and a bowl of mashed potatoes left over from Dwayne cooking dinner last night. So I am going to use that as part excuse for my behavior tonight is my incredibly low blood sugar. And the room is starting to spin. See, I told you I was going to die with Dwayne gone.
You better go find something.
I don't know what's going on, but can everybody please keep Robin in their prayers tonight as well? I'm not sure what's going on, but if you guys could do that, that would be greatly appreciated. And I will keep her in mind as well. I'm actually going to write that down.
Put it on a post-it.
Yep. I've got it on my show topics. So, and then also please keep Tommy in your prayers.
Oh, wow. That's not good. So sorry to hear that.
Robin with sock and that Robin? Wow. I hope she's okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, for sure. That's who I thought you were talking about, but then I wasn't sure. So Robin, if you see this, we're thinking of you, sending love and prayers your way for sure, 100%. Get better soon so we can see your awesome smiling face back on YouTube. Tommy Tommy, for his ankle, it is doing better now that we were at the ER and they wrapped it for him. The gentleman that we met a couple weeks ago, if you guys could please keep him also in your prayers for his surgery that he needs as soon as possible. They're giving him a runaround because of what's going on out there right now. So if you keep him in your prayers to get his surgery faster, that would be amazing. And anybody else out there who needs prayers, who just know that we're going to keep you in prayer as well. So Heather, did you have anything coming up this week? Or just waiting for Dwayne to get home so you can eat a good meal?
Yeah, pretty much. My kids, this might be pathetic. I don't care. We've been together for nearly 25 years, but my kids tell me that I shut down when Dwayne's not around. So the fact that we're here talking and me being lively, this is a good thing.
There you go.
And I didn't realize that I did till my kids told me. They're just like, when Dad's here, you just shut down. Sorry. Like I said,
Part of you is missing.
and see, yeah, it's better than me. Like when my dad would go out of town, my mother, oh my gosh, she was so happy, and we would eat out every night, and we would go do fun things. See, and they ended up divorced. So,
oh wow. JC, what do you got coming up this week?
Not well, just live show on Thursday, at 5:30 p.m. on my channel.
Do you have a link?
I can get it. I know I have it. Give me 1 second. Other than that, really, I don't have a whole lot going on this week. I been in talks to start just and maybe a once a night just an open chat type thing, see how it goes, but it hasn't come to fruition yet as far as getting it going, but it is kind of in talks, so
Okay, cool.
See how that goes. And here, there it is. Sorry.
That's all right. All right.
There we go.
Awesome. Thank
So,
you for
yeah.
dropping that. That is great. So if you guys are not following JC, please do so. He does his lives on Thursday. Also a mental health live chat hangout. And so we appreciate you guys being here. I have one thing this week that's planned. Otherwise, there might be more stuff. But Friday, 8 p.m. Central Time on my channel, we are having the after party for the singing contest that we did. And so we have to do it on my channel, but we'll explain more as on Friday. So with that, okay, Dwayne would like to know, JC, if you could explain your YouTube name quickly.
My YouTube name, Paper Plate Fan. Yes. So I actually did a video on it because I do get a lot of questions about it. But so paper is disposable, and that's why I always felt as a child was just something that could be tossed away. So paper was it. The 8 is the sign of infinity. And I was also a fan of Dale Jr. So I just kind of crammed it all together and
Did you know that
Paper
Dwayne's
Plate Fan.
family wore black for a week after Dale Jr. died? I'm
What
serious.
is it?
They wore black for a week after he died.
Oh, Dale Sr.
Was it senior?
Yeah, it was senior.
I just know they were, Dwayne's family, they were all super sexy race.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's been, and it hasn't been the same since.
Yeah.
I quit watching it. Yeah,
I
but
don't need to watch anymore either.
My uncle and his wife were in the stands, and right where he died is where my uncle was sitting, him and his wife, and so they witnessed it, and they haven't really watched it since.
yeah.
I can see how that'd be traumatic. I did watch, it was I don't know, Dwayne have to see what kind of car. It came and smacked against the wall. We were in the pits. That thing exploded. And, but everybody did everything right. And the man lived and he was able to walk because everything from the paramedics to the life flight to the emergency room, they said they did everything perfect and he got through it. But it was
that's pretty cool.
because there's the big chain link things, but it just kind of hit the wall and like I said, it just.
Yeah, Dwayne. If you notice, like just about everything I do has a number 8 in it somewhere along the lines.
For Dwayne, it's a 9. Everything for him is a 9.
Like the pieces of 8. I like my. It's a crazy OCD, almost OCD type thing with the number 8.
See, you can do right there. Dwayne has to finish my stories because I don't remember. But he only knows half of a story without me there as well. So it's so pathetic.
Wow.
And we've gone beyond being able to finish each other's sentences to having to finish each other's sentences.
Right, I hear you there. Tommy and he tends to sometimes, most of the time, all the time, know what I'm trying to say without me actually it
My
coming
kids are
out
really better at mind reading than Dwayne is. Dwayne's not really good at. I am good at reading his mind.
Awesome. All right, so we are going to head out. Again, remember everybody, you are not alone. You are worth it and you are loved. Much love, and we will see you again soon. Bye, everybody.